Welcome back to Dance Culture Hub. Yes, it is yet another day where we are glad to be here and of course to analyze as usual. Alright, so without any further ado, you know the drill, guys. Good morning everyone. I see Felix is on. It's been a while, Felix, but I see you on now. Yeah, apologies to that. And apologies to the delay, but let's now get into it. Let's now analyze. Let's now get to see what is happening in the markets. Today is Wednesday. Felix is on. It's been a while. Today is Wednesday, and it is the 12th of November. Alright, so let's pray and get started. Father, we say thank you for this very perfect day, Lord, that you've created before us, that you've brought us into, that we may enjoy it and be glad in it. Thank you that we are back here for yet another session where we analyze the charts, get into it and make money, oh Lord. We're saying thank you. Thank you for yesterday's profits. Thank you for thus far that you brought us, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. And as we start today's on a session, Lord, we ask of your grace, your wisdom, your knowledge, Lord, to be part of us as we analyze the charts, as we get to see where we can place our trades, when we can place and when we can come out. We are saying thank you for the profits that we are going to make today. We give you praise. We love you. In Jesus' name we prayed. Amen. Good morning, Julius. How are you? All right, so right about now, you guys know the drill. We get in with crash 500. Let's get in with crash 500. If you don't mind, you can as well go ahead and share the link to the people that you want to be part of this as usual. And of course, don't forget to give us that like. Of course, if it is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah. All right, so crash 500 yesterday. I did not enter right here. This was yesterday's move. I was looking at a pullback there, then we can continue with the sales, but it did not actually continue. I told you that if it breaks this level, then we wait for the pullback and then we can make a sell. It actually did that. Made that pullback after breaking that support, made that pullback and then continued to sell. Yet I was not focused on actually selling it. I did not sell it at all. But when it came to this other support, I knew that my time to enter had arrived. This was late night. This was I think at midnight. Yeah, I think this was at midnight. That is 10, 11, 12. Oh, it was actually at 1. Oh, I forgot I was in charts up to 1. Wow. All right, so yeah, I saw that perfect trade at 1 in the morning. Then I happily entered that kind of a buy because it had given me what I was waiting for, and clearly it was sort of like a sniper entry right there. You can see it did not make any pullback until it reached that support and then started to bring in some pullback. So just a few minutes ago I had to close it. You can see it's just a few minutes ago when I closed that trade, and of course I had multiple trades because I'm trading the competition. But the guys, I don't know if they even sleep. Guys are trading so far. They are so far. I don't know, you guys, if you've seen. I don't know how many of you joined the competition of the leave, but yeah, the guys I think the guys don't sleep. And yeah, most of them are trading gold, of which I rarely even trade sometimes. So most of them are trading gold because gold is high volatile and it actually gives them a huge milestone when they are in a competition like this. All right, so that was a good trade there for us, but clearly it did what we had already anticipated, and that's how we managed to get this trade. All right, so right now let's talk about what is going to happen today. Let's talk about what is going to happen today. So let's see, this is H1. If I go to H4, I see we are oversold. If I go to daily, I see that we are pulling back. We have reached that retracement level on CCI right there, so it is all good. It is all good. So let's remove history here. Let's go to H4. We are oversold, but then price has just gone above our 10 MA. According to H1, we are already above our 10 MA, and there's no sign of any pullback apart from M15. So this is what we're going to do. If price breaks this level right here, excuse me, if price breaks that level right about there, then we continue with buys. But if it fails to break it, then it's likely to give us this move. It's likely going to be giving us this move, and hopefully this move will be coming to this OB on H1. That OB on H1, yeah, hopefully that OB on H1, and then we get back into buys. So be patient for now until something of this happens. Something of this, either a breakout here, and then we continue with buys. Of course, once it breaks here, then you can wait for a retest. Once it breaks up here, then you can wait for a retest. But if it fails to break up, then and it goes below a 10 MA, please immediately make that sell move. Make that sell move. All right, that is enough on boom 1000. I mean on crash 500. Sorry guys, that is enough on crash 500. I can only do like this, and then pull back for our kind of move that we are anticipating. I want to delete this. It has already reached what we needed, so all this is no longer necessary. Let's go to H1, H4. We need this right here. We don't need it, so we can take it out, delete that. Yeah, I think now we are clear. We are clear. So that's what we are going to be anticipating according to M15. According to M15, we will be anticipating something like that. All right, that is enough on crash 500. If it fails to break that and goes below a 10 MA, sales are on to push back to this H1 or B, and then we can think of buys yet again. But until then, we can still continue with buys. Of course, that is if it fails. Sales will come in if it fails to break this support, this resistance on M15. Boom 1000. Let's talk about boom 1000. Now boom 1000, yesterday I actually missed a perfect entry. The morning analysis, we were looking at price reversing and saying doing this, but then later in the day I saw that what it had given me, it was this kind of a structure, which eventually meant that price is going to continue selling from right there to give us this kind of a move. And clearly you can see it happened right about there. This is when it broke this consolidation zone and it gave us a sell. I was in a short sell there, but that is when it had just started, because I sold it and then I had to take profits right there before it went back in, because I was trading the competition. So I had to close early. But you can see later it broke when I was offline, when I was not actually focusing on it. It broke out and clearly went all the way to the TP. This TP was hit today morning right there, and you can see immediately after hitting the TP it gave us a double bottom down below there. That is a double bottom down below. So what do we anticipate now? Let's first go to H1. We see what is happening. H1, H4 oversold. Daily time frame, yeah, it is now oversold also. Yeah, so according to what we are seeing on H4, actually on H1 and H4, I believe we may not see sales coming all the way to this other OB right here, because the concept is if it fails to get us into buys, then it will continue to sell and come to this other OB. But then this other OB, it will only touch it. It may not go inside like it did on this one. It may only touch it and then give us the buy moves. So let's go to H1. H1 price is above our 10 mm, meaning buys are in. But then on M15 it has failed to break that resistance right about there. It has failed to break that resistance. That tells us that this right here is a strong one. Clearly you can see that's where price has been reaching right about there. That is the resistance. It was a support, then it broke, and then now it became a resistance. So what do we do now? First delete these. Let's delete these. They are no longer necessary in the analysis, so we can delete all that. So we see that price has reached that resistance 2 times now, and price has just reversed from there and decided to move into the downtrend. Right here, one may say it had given us a change of character, but then it came and gave us a pullback. But that pullback did not actually get enough momentum to push for the breakout of this resistance. Now it has started to go back again in sales. The previous 15 minutes it was selling, and the current M15 candle is also selling, which is the one going to give us a close of the H4. Now if we go to H4 candle, you clearly see the rejection coming in from sellers right there. If the candle closes like this, it will tell you that sellers still have a strong sale. And if we are using price action, if I can zoom in right here, you will clearly see that this is a break of structure, meaning sellers still have the say on the higher time frame. That is a break of structure according to H4. Now that leaves us with one decision, only and only to look for sales. So if we know that we are still looking for sales, then go to H1, look at that candle. That candle is going to be sort of like an indecision candle, which will eventually consider to continue selling. So according to M15, yeah, we are likely to continue selling, but I may not sell now. Price is likely to first go above again like that and then sell later, or it is likely to consolidate just like the way it consolidated yesterday right here, and then later it broke structure and continued. So I may not trade it now until I get a proper clean entry where I can enter sales properly and push them all the way to this level, not actually that level, this other OB right here, this OB right here. That is what we are likely to see, this OB. So the sell is likely to come right about there. So we have to be patient and wait. We have to be patient and wait. All right, so that's it from Boom 1000. Let's now head over to Boom 500. I told you yesterday on Boom 500 that it's going to continue buying, and look at that. Look at that. Two ways were there. I told you if it fails to break this level, then it will continue selling, but it broke it and gave us a break of structure. I was not focusing on it, that's why I never entered any trade. But like clearly you can see, the buys continued just like I had anticipated with this move. Those who know, this is how we anticipate, and it has so far hit the target right there. And let's see it on a daily time frame. Yeah, this was the target from there to there, and clearly it has hit the target. We should be now coming in with sales according to our analysis, but price is so far away from the 10 MA, meaning we cannot enter, but actually we can now see according to weekly time frame that price is now above this order block. So whatever stop losses were here for sellers, they've been taken out. They've been taken out. Every stop loss that was here has been taken out. Now it is the time to see pullback. It is the time to see pullback. So I want to delete this. What is this now here? I want to delete this too. Yeah, all this has to go. Oh, this has to stay. So this is a fair value gap on weekly time frame. Price may come for that. Price may come for that before we can continue with buys. So today has started as a buy. You can clearly see this is a daily time frame now, and today has started as a buy, and I don't think it is going to close as a buy. We will see about that, but my anticipation is to later in the day start to sell, hence giving us a week according to the daily time frame. It is likely to end being a week, showing us that it has grabbed stop losses of the early sellers right about there. So right now this is a no-go. I cannot trade it. It is not in my place to trade such an asset. I don't trade such an asset. Whether I go to M15 or not, I cannot trade it. But scalpers, I can only show you what to anticipate and probably work around if you are a trader of Boom 500. Yeah, something like that is what is happening, meaning it's gonna come down again to this level, and probably from what we are seeing here, this clearly shows that buyers still have the say, because this will be the move to continue actually later. But I want to remind you that it is on a support. It has just come from that support, so it can as well, you know, reverse and give us sales. But this will be the actual move right there, from there to there, or if it comes down again then to there, then that would be the actual target for the buyers. But for now I have no business, because since it has just broken out of this resistance, it can as well continue and give us a reversal. You have to understand that according to higher time frame, daily and H4. All right, so that is enough from me. I'm not focusing on Boom 500 until there is a proper clean structure that I can work with. So for now, no business. V25S. Volatility 25S. Let's see. Yesterday. Let's go to yesterday. So yesterday, oh man, we wanted price to react there, then we can come with sales, because by the time we came into the market it had already reacted to this OB. So we wanted price to react there and fail to break that, and then we come in with sales. But it took a lot of time to actually, in consolidation, to actually break that level. You can clearly see that this is when it broke it, then retested a little bit back inside, and then boom, started to sell just like we wanted. So yes, I lost some money here, but I also made a lot of more money to recover the losses I made, and that's how I recovered. You can see this was a loss right here, but then this was a profit. This was a profit, so I had to recover that I had lost right here. Even this one was a perfect sell from there. That was a sniper entry, and took my profits around there. So this, I think I shared this with the VIP, with the Siegnos group, and I hope you guys made some money or recovered the loss. But either way, the perfect entry came late in the evening. This would have been the perfect entry right there when it had finished retesting, and then it broke. This was at what time? Let's see. This was at 22:23 at midnight. That perfect entry was at midnight. It means yesterday most of the markets moved at midnight. All right, so all this, we don't need it now. First delete all that, remove history, remove this right here, and this right here. The sell has happened and it has hit. Oh, it has not hit the target yet, so we still think it is on. So let's look at it right now, because we want buys from this very level. What is this level? Let's go to H1. That is an H4 OB. That is the last OB on H4. So it means it's gonna sell again. Why? Because price is still below a 10 MA on H4, but also it hasn't reached that OB that we need to buy from. Looking at the previous two H4 candles, they've been having wicks from coming in from down below, meaning buyers are trying to push. They are trying to push for more buys. So what is going to happen here? Let's go to daily. Daily is looking for buys. I believe we have grabbed this liquidity according to daily time frame, and we cannot. That is 50% of that fair value gap. We have grabbed it and tested again from there. So I believe it's our time to enter the buys. I believe. So go to H4, look at what we have, and I think now it is the time. It is the time. Buys are on, though we are not seeing an entry on H4, but we have an entry on H1. So why do we have to wait? The buy is on. And I might not put even a stop loss, because if it does something like this, then I will have another entry right about here. But buys are on. I cannot overlook this. The buys are on. Please, if you are looking for buys, if you want a trade to trade, this is one of those. Of course, for intraday traders, put your stop loss here. Put your stop loss just below. Yeah, put your stop loss here. Intraday traders. For swing traders, you can put your stop loss all the way down below and have another entry here for probably another pullback according to H1. Yeah, for probably another pullback according to H1 when it tries to react back to this OB. Probably. If it does not, then that will be, you will miss on that second entry right about there. So for now, a buy is on according to M15. And where will be our TP? Alright, so our first TP is right here. Our first TP is right there. Take that first TP. So you're looking at like a 1 to 2 kind of trade, but also it can as well, let's see, yeah, it's likely to do that, and then it's likely to do this like that, and then come down again to this OB. So let's wait and see what comes around. So for now, do this if you are looking for some quick money on this asset. So I've entered that quick money, and hopefully it's gonna break that level, and I see it is trying to break it. Let me go to M5. Oh man, M5 says different. M5 says different. So if it fails to break on this very candlestick, if it fails to break this level right here on M5, please close your entry, close your entry, because according to M5 it is trying to hold because of that previous higher high right there. It is trying to hold the price not to break it. So if it holds it, that means this will be a strong resistance right there. The price is being held up. That means it will come back down here. But if it now breaks it, then it will go there, then it will come back. So for now, let's wait and see what will happen. I'm not going to close. I'm actually going to adjust my stop loss now and put it just below this moving average according to M15. That's where I'm gonna put it and wait and see if it fails to break it, then it will come down according to M5. All right, so that's it for now. I will come back to it later. V75, let's talk about V75. Don't forget to like, guys, give us that thumbs up, we appreciate it. V75 yesterday, this was the analysis. Those who missed it, you can go and look for episode 248. Today is 249, so you can as well go look for 248. So this was the analysis. If it fails to break there, then it will come and we enter sales to come either to this level or to this, and then we later look for buys. So it actually looked for this other level. Did we make some entries? Yes, we made some entries. This was a perfect entry for, actually a sniper entry for that kind of a sell. I gave this to the VIP guys. We were able to make that money, and eventually later it retested, and look at what happened. So I had made another entry sell here just in case it failed to break it, and we come in with again other sells to come to this other level, but that was taken out immediately. But still I had made a lot of money here, so that was like a small dent to the account. So right about now we are going to look at today. So this is the move that happened, and clearly you can see it's still continuing. So all this can now go, but I want to choose to leave this one right here. So let's go to H1. So that was a break of structure, higher high, higher low. It gave us that higher low, and then continued all the way up, and the momentum was a bit shady. It was a bit weird, the momentum of the buys, and apparently we clearly see the price has come to that strong resistance level. It has reached that strong resistance level. So that's why we are clearly seeing that price is overbought according to H4 and on CCI right there, but it is far away from our 10 MA. It means buyers are still strong. So according to H4, however, we see rejection coming in from sellers, but it doesn't mean we are ready to sell. It means that we can only be patient and wait for probably a reversal signal. Let's go to M15. Do we have a reversal signal yet? Not really, but we are likely to anticipate we are likely to anticipate a heads and shoulder right on this level. So if that becomes a heads and shoulder, that will tell us, that will be a reversal signal for us to anticipate continuation of these sells, meaning we can sell later and reach this level. But this is only anticipation. We haven't seen a heads and shoulder yet. We have to wait for it to be perfected. We have to wait for this right shoulder to be created. Once it is and price goes below a 10 MA on M15 or M5, then we have our entry to sell this asset all the way to this level. So that is it for now. Let's wait for what will come through. But then the other option is, if it at all gets a weird momentum and breaks this level, then you know it is going to continue buys. I want to also show you this, that this is H4, that from this very level, it's where we saw a change of character, right about there. That is where we saw a change of character. So sales are inevitable. Sales are inevitable because since we got this change of character, price has not given us any pullback. So we have to see a pullback. We have to see a pullback according to H4, at least to test the change of character level, and then we get enough momentum to actually push and break that very resistance level. Alright, so that is enough for now. That is enough for now. I want to remind you, this will be just a pullback. If we go to a daily time frame is still having a strong buy and price is above our 10 MA. So that's why this pullback to actually confirm the change of character on H4 can be a good move. But also I want to also remind you this, that having seen what it has done there, then you can clearly see that this is a support down below here, and up there we have a resistance, meaning price is consolidating within this channel. This becomes a channel. Price, this is the channel that we're talking about. It goes up, back, forth, up, comes down below. So it can as well start to sell. It can as well start to sell and come all the way down below like that, then like this again. So be ready for anything until H4 is ready to buy again. So for now it is ready to sell, but it is not ready to continue with buys, just like we need on daily time frame. So we can only now try to anticipate sells according to what we have right here. So now I think the analysis is quite clear, and probably very soon we'll see a reversal signal, which will be a heads and shoulder that will activate our sell entries. All right, that's it on boom on V75. Let's now head over to jump 50. Now I have a strong feeling about V75 that it's likely to give us some good money today. It's likely to give us some good money today. Alright, so this is one of the crazy assets that actually took a lot of my money in the day, yet I made some money, but when I re-entered, I actually made a big loss. Yeah. No, I did not actually, because I waited for it to retest back. Yeah, I've remembered. It was in a floating loss, a big floating loss right about there when it reached right here. So this is one of the assets that played games a lot on me. Yeah, because my entry was there when it broke out of this level. So I made my entries. I remember telling the guys on VIP, I believe they made this money when it was giving us these two sell candles. But then I did not close my own entries when it started to reverse. I did not close. So they went into some big floating losses right about there. And I kept holding. and then they came back, and I was able to at least go out without any loss, because I feared they might actually continue again into buy. So I closed all my entries, and after closing, it actually gained momentum and went exactly how I wanted it in the first place. So it was bad luck on my side. It was unlikely on my side, not bad luck, sorry. But yeah, that's how trading is. When you move out, that's when it moves according to how you want it, you know. But I had waited for it the whole day, so I was tired of it. So that's why I later moved out with minimal profits, So this did that, and we wanted a pullback. So the pullback happened right here, as you can see it. And now I believe the sell is on. Looking at what we have on H1, price has gone below our 10 MA again. Is it going to be enough to break this this OB, this support? We don't know yet. Let's go to H4. I think it is going to be enough. H4 is below our 10 MA daily time frame. We are already looking for sales, so why don't we enter? Let's go to M15. So M15 is not ready to make the sell yet, so we can wait for M15 to make the sell according to what the signal we have according to the signal that we have on CCI. It is likely to push us back, probably back to that OB, according to M15, probably to that OB, back to that OB, and then we can anticipate this kind of a sell, So for now, I doubt that I'm going to make my entry unless, let me go to M5, but M5 is selling. So I'm gonna hold for now, because it's likely to first buy from what we've just seen. Looking even on M1, we are first going to buy, then sell. So for now, I'm going to hold my sell entries. But if it happens and it breaks this level right here, then immediately make that entry. If it fails to retest all the way back to that OB, then immediately make that entry for the sales. If it breaks down below here. Alright, so that's enough. This is one of those that I'm also going to be focusing on. So far I have V75 and jump 50. Those are the ones I can remember. The rest I will see them when we are doing the recap. Alright, jump 25. Now jump 25, I made money, but I also currently am still holding, and I'm in some floating losses. So let's talk about jump 25. So jump 25 yesterday, this was a perfect trade. Those who remember, I told you when it breaks up there, then we have a perfect entry. So it's what I did. That was the perfect entry right there for that kind of a buy. So I moved out there when I started to see some weird momentum coming around. So it was not long enough that it started to pull back. When it pulled back, I made more entries right about there. I made more entries and more entries right here. Then we got into profits. Before I went to sleep, I was in some big profits, but then I was greedy. You know, as when markets are, you know, you become greedy. So I was greedy not to close before I went to sleep, and I was hoping that it will go all the way to my TP. My first TP is right here. My first TP was there. I hoped that by the time I wake up, it would have gone to that TP and I come in to close, but not really. It had other options. So it sold strongly during the night. So to wake up, I found it was playing around there. But luckily enough, it is having that resistance, that support that is being that is holding it not to continue in a downtrend. So apparently I'm looking at it going back up to look for that to at least go back into profits. So apparently I'm in some floating losses. So I want to delete all these now, and then we talk about today. So first delete all that. This was yesterday's analysis, so let's talk about yesterday. That was yesterday, and that was a change of character. So price came here, that's why I was looking for buys, and that's why the buy came through, but now it came back. And the problem is now I see something dangerous. This was no break of structure. This was not a break of structure at all, and that's the reason why price actually continued to sell. If at all it was a break of structure according to H1, it would not have gone all the way back here, but this was never a break of structure. That's why it went back all the way down to this support level right about there. So price is below our 10 MA on H1, it is above our 10 MA on M15, it is below our 10 MA on H4, but a new H4 has started. The previous H4 was an indecision kind of candle. That's why we are still seeing sellers are strong, and yeah, it is likely to come again down below here. It is likely to come around here again. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to sell. I'm not going to buy. I'm going to just leave it for now, because from what we see, we need buys even on the daily time frame on H4. No, actually on the H4 we need buys, but on the daily time frame it is still a strong sell. But clearly we see this was a strong rejection right there yesterday, and some days back you can see that was a strong rejection coming in from buyers. That's why we were looking for buys on this very level to actually pull back there and probably get back into sells later. But now it seems that it's likely to continue selling, because even here according to H4, some candles there were getting some strong rejection from sellers. So right now there's nothing we can do. I cannot close my entries. I can only close them if price decides to break this support right here. I can only close them if price decides to break this support. But until then, buys are still on. According to H1, according to H4, buys are still on. According to M30, buys are still on. According to M15, buys are still on. So I'm not going to sell yet. I'm going to keep waiting for buys. Alright, so that's it for now. But if I happen to get any chance and price goes above here, I will immediately close, because sellers seems to be trying very hard to break and continue selling. So at least I would break even and not allowed to make the loss. Alright, that's it on J25. It's quite crazy, but buys according to H4, H1, M15, the buys are still on. J10. Jump 10, we made money yesterday, and just because it played games, I was unable to hold for so long. We made money on J10 because we were waiting for it right here. I closed there with the fear that it is going to come again down below, but eventually it broke out, and I was tired of waiting for it, because from this level I was waiting for it to be, in some big profits, but it kept on, playing games. So I had to close when it reached that level. So that was some good money right about there on J10. So let's talk about today. So this was yesterday, pull back here, and then we get in with buys to break that and continue. So this was like this was like a setup I was waiting for, and clearly gave us that kind of a structure right in there. So it hit the target, as you can see clearly right there. After breaking out of this pennant, it reached that target. Now I can delete this. Reach the target, and it is trying to break it actually to continue, but we all know that it's going to fail. It's going to fail. Reason being, it has now reached that support, that resistance level. It's now going to start selling, and price is very close to our 10 MA on H1, though it is far away from our 10 MA on H4. Remember, the general trend is still a sell, as we've been seeing ever since we came from that resistance. So the previous candle has been like a dragonfly, or can call it an indecision, probably, from what we see there. I think it is an indecision, and an indecision is a strong continuation candle. It literally signifies that the previous trend is going to continue. And clearly, looking at what we have here, the previous move has been a buy, and looking at H4, I think it's gonna continue buying. Looking at what we have, it's gonna continue buying. So I want to delete these two, and then delete also this for now. Delete this, and I want to choose to do this right here, right there. So if that's the case, that tells us the price is actually going to look for this move all the way to this trend line right there. So something is now starting to take shape. So are we going to enter some buys? Let's go to daily. Daily needs sales, but price is above our 10 MA, which is a strong buying signal. According to M15, price is above our 10 MA, but still playing games around there, which is not a good momentum to trade with. So I may not trade this asset at all, from what I'm seeing, until probably when price breaks, probably breaks here, and then probably gives us a pullback, then I can gladly make my buy move. But until then, this is a no-go for me. This is gonna be a no-go for me. It's not good at all. I cannot trade such. I see it left some liquidity right here on this fair value gap. It left some liquidity on that fair value gap right there. So maybe, and that is only maybe, it may look for this move, and that will be matching with our pullback retracement level. So that will be meaningful for price to react here, and then probably give us the continuation of buys that we already need. So for now, it's a no-go. It's a no-go for me. This is likely to be the exact move that we need. The sell move first down below there, grab that liquidity, and then usher us back into buys. But until then, it's a no-go for me. Because clearly, if you're using price action according to M15, this is a break of structure, which means we are not yet ready to sell. That means, according to M15, I will have to wait for price to try and take out this previous higher high. Once it fails to take it out, then you can get your sniper entry for this kind of a sell that we are looking for, to grab the liquidity on this fair value gap, on this H4 fair value gap. So till then, no business. I have to see something like this so that price can break this level right there. So if price fails to do this, then it is likely to continue to buy. But if price fails to give us a higher high, a new higher high in M15, then it's going to come down below and it's going to give us a change of character to enable us to push all the way back here for this liquidity grab on this fair value gap. All right, enough of this on jump 10. Let's now go to gold and we call it a day. Gold. All right, so yesterday's move, this was yesterday's move. I told you, let me see, no, that is later in the day actually. So I told you that if price, we were looking at price continuing to buy to reach that fair value gap and then come in with sells. So it did not, it actually made a pullback to this OB, and that's when I made another analysis, and that was the analysis to come for that. So it went all the way back in. How I wish I had made that entry, because that would have been good money for that kind of a buy. I think that was around 7, let's see, around 9 p.m. I think, 19, 20, 21, yes, around 9 p.m. around 9 p.m. This was a good move to push for that kind of a buy, which came back to that resistance, and it is becoming a strong resistance up there so far. So all this is not needed anymore. So we have a resistance, we also have a support. So let's go to H1. So currently it is consolidating. You can clearly see that price is consolidating within these levels, this and that. So but we all know that this is a horizontal channel. Once it finishes, and we know that eventually it will break out with a continuation of the previous trend. So I want to remind you that. So this will be the breakout right about there. In fact, let's use that, this. So this will be the breakout, and it will have to break out, reach that TP, and then we start to sell later. So how are we going to trade this? It's quite weird, but according to H4 we still need buys. Price is above our 10 MA. It has just gone above our 10 MA on this current H4 candle that has just started 31 minutes ago. The current MH1 is above our 10 MA. The current M15 is above our 10 MA, but it has reached that retracement level on CCI, meaning anytime from now it's gonna give us a pullback. So once we have a pullback, before it reaches that resistance level, then you can wait for that and then make the buy move. The perfect entry to make is buys right now, not sells. Sells were good yesterday for such a move there, and then this other move that happened this morning. But now buys are the most anticipated ones. You should be anticipating buys. Why? Because so far price has given us these points to give us the channel that we need. These 2 points down below, those 2 points up below, up there, and then you cannot now look for buys. Look for sells. You can only anticipate for buys, because price is going to break, continuing with buys. It's going to break this channel, continuing with buys. So you need to look for only buys if you're going to trade this asset now. Apart from if you're a scalper, of course, scalpers always have a way out. You guys always have a way out. So if you're not a scalper, then you rather wait for any pullback to make the buys, or wait for the breakout to make your buy entries. So this one, it's a no business kind of asset for me today. I cannot trade it until I see something significant on M15 that I can work with. This is a break of structure right here. That tells me that at a certain point it's gonna come looking for a lower high, and that will be my perfect entry to make the buys. That's it for today. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to of course comment anything that you have a challenge with. Please go ahead and make that comment in the comment section. I'll be able to respond to it. All right, having said all this, now let's go for our recap and we call it a day. All right, so we started with crash 500. I told you if it breaks out, then we wait for the pullback and then we continue with buys, and that's what has happened so far. We have a breakout according to M15, so we can only wait for the pullback. We can only wait for the pullback. I can't enter now, because if I enter now, my stop loss is gonna be big, so I rather wait for a pullback probably in the next hours. But for now, the breakout has happened, meaning we are going to go with this first option for the continuation of buys. All right, so that's perfect there. Boom 1000. Yep, it is going steadily. It's gonna come here, then you can enter some buys if you want to reach all the way back there, but you can as well wait, because we are waiting for sales anytime according to H1 and probably even according to M15. So what we need now is buys when price reacts to this. It's gonna buy, but if at all it happens and breaks this level, then sales are going to continue all the way down to this level. So you need to also be you remember that, so that you don't be caught off guard. Boom 500. Boom 500, I told you buyers are still having the say in this market, so it's likely to continue and come all the way there, but I told you I may not trade this kind of an asset. So all I can do is to just hold on, because without a pullback there's no purpose in trading this asset. You are at a risk, you are at a very big risk to enter buys right here without a pullback. Yeah, this V25S, I told you, just because on M5 I had seen what it had given us, so I told you I had to make my stop loss very small. That's where I had to put it, and clearly it was taken out because I had seen on M5 that it was not ready to make buys. So that's why I had to put my limit order down here, just in case it makes a pullback, then it can be activated. But I think even on M5 it's too soon. It is too soon to make this entry, so I will still delete this. I will still delete this for now, and I will wait for a proper point for me to make the entry, because according to M5 I see that it is likely to be too soon. It's likely to be too soon, but let's wait and see what comes around. Let's wait and see what comes around. All right, so that's it on V25S. We need buys, but also we need sells. So it's quite crazy. It's quite crazy, because looking at what we have on H4, prices way below our 10 MA, meaning sellers are still having a strong hand in this market. So that's the reason why even M15, M5 was strongly still selling. So for now, no business, no business, no business, no business. V75, all right, V75 actually is selling, and it has given us, I think, a confirmation of this heads and shoulder. Has it? I believe it has. I believe it has. So I'm going to make my entry right here. I'm gonna make my sell entry right here, and this will be my TP right about there. That will be my TP right there. All right, so that is my those are my two entries on this V75. I'm looking at selling it. It's likely to sell even all the way down below, but for now our first tip is right there. J50. Oh man, look at how we've missed that entry. The previous 15 minute came to that, and we were supposed to make our buys from there. Can we enter our buys here? It's gonna be a short one, but why not? It's gonna be a short trade. No, I'm not going to enter it. So I'm gonna leave it. So probably I can wait for sales from there. So for now, no business. I missed that. This would have given us a perfect entry right there. That's what we wanted right here. J25. It has reached there and it has gone back again, so it's still playing games. So for it, I have to wait. We have to wait. You can only, I told you can only look for buys, not sells. Even though price is below our 10 MA on H4, but it is above our 10 MA on M15, so anything is possible to actually continue with buys. So anytime from now we can wait and anticipate buys. I already have buy entries since last night. I was unable to close them overnight before I slept because they were in some big profits right here, so they came back into losses. J10, we are saying that we need a pullback there, then we can enter sales. But if it happens to break this level, then we are likely to make our sales, of course. But I don't see it happen. According to M5, I believe it's gonna give us a pullback. Yeah, so for now, no business. Let's wait and see if we actually going to see this pullback for us before we can get in with ourselves. And lastly is gold. Gold, I need a pullback for me to make the buy entry. I need a pullback. And this pullback, if we are to use our fib, it's likely to be right here. It's likely to be right here. So if that happens, then we have our perfect, then we will have our perfect entry. Then we will have our perfect entry, just like that. This can be the entry. All right, yeah, this is gonna be my buy entry. I'm gonna leave this right here just in case. And your target is gonna be here. This is gonna be your target right there. Right there, that is gonna be your target. So if you want, those who want can make an entry here. Those who want can make an entry here. Those who want can make an entry here for this buy, because this buy we know it's gonna continue. But if it makes a pullback, then we can make another entry right here, right there. Right there. So for now, that's it. I'm gonna wait for that to come through. All right, so that's it on today's analysis. Hope you guys had a great time. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share your comments. My number is there. Those who still want signals, the platform is available. The guys who are on the signals platform are already enjoying. So for now, see you guys tomorrow same time, 10:30 to 11:30. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.